Thank you for joining me today to learn how to curate content for your social media posts. To get the most out of this and all how-to videos, I suggest that you watch them completely once for an overview and then view them again for details. Remember, you can also pause and review the video at any time. Social media is a valuable component of any real estate marketing strategy. It allows you to connect with your community, your sphere, and your current and potential future clients in mediums that they are already using and comfortable with. An effective social media strategy can highlight your expertise, build your brand, keep you top of mind among your sphere of influence, and ultimately help to generate leads and referrals. But what makes a great social media page? Think about it this way. Why should someone like or follow your page on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram? As you post, consider what customers find interesting and inspiring. It's important to understand your target market and their demographics. This will help you decide the type of content you'll be using. By creating great content tailored specifically to your audience, you then have the ability to demonstrate authority and position yourself as the expert on all things real estate. So, the big question is this: what defines great content and where can you find it? Let's first look at a handful of useful content topics to get started. Our first topic is holidays and seasons. So if you've spent any amount of time in the real estate industry, you've probably seen direct mail postcards based on this. So you have your spring, summer, fall, winter series, a holiday series perhaps, and the same concept applies to social media. Those seasonal changes and holidays give you great themed content to share. So when you have a season change or you have a holiday, think about a unique way that, whether it's spring selling or the picture of the holiday decorations at the office here, think about a way that you can spin that holiday or season change into a social media post. Next up is adding your opinion to news stories related to real estate to demonstrate your authority. And that last point, demonstrate your authority. How do we do that? The easiest way is to add in your 2 cents on top of the story. So rather than just sharing the story by itself, add your opinion, add your thoughts on the topic. That establishes you as an expert on that story. Next up, just listed and just sold. So the tendency here automatically is to just take a picture of the front of the house and say just listed or just sold, right? And that's great. There's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of people do it that way. If you're looking for a way to mix it up and be a little more creative, think about just taking a different approach. And I'll give you a good example here. We have an agent, and then 2 other very, very happy clients right in the middle with a sold sign and a bottle of champagne. This is a great post. Rather than just a picture of a home, this tells a story. This humanizes the post. It humanizes them as agents. And what you're seeing here is, when are your clients the happiest? Probably when they just bought a home or when they just sold a home. So you capture that emotion, and it really, it comes right through the screen. And it lets people visualize what the experience is like of working with you. And as you can see, the experience seems to be that the clients are very, very happy. So this is an outstanding way to communicate a just listed or a just sold. In this case, it just sold, rather than just a picture of the home. And I'll give you one other example. So this is for a just listed. Again, in lieu of a picture of the home, it's a picture of the sunset. And it's actually sort of a sneak peek for her Facebook friends of a new listing that's coming up. So that's a great way to share it as well. Moving on, another topic is fun shots. So whether it's an open house, caravan, fun at the office, we just talked in the previous post about how to help humanize yourself. Remember, people go on social networks primarily to be entertained and to have fun. So there's nothing wrong with being a human being and sharing some of the quirky things that happen in your job, whether you're door knocking and run into a dog in the community, or if you're just sort of goofing around on Caravan. These are great. These are going to be very engaging, popular posts among your sphere. And it lets them know that you're out there working, and it reminds them of what you do and who you are. But it's also fun. And, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. So don't shy away from fun posts like that. Moving on to community events. So festivals, farmers markets, volunteering. If you can show an example of yourself giving back to the community, that's great. And a picture like this of volunteering at a garage sale and putting on a community garage sale, that's a great post. It shows you care about the neighborhood you live in, you're active in the neighborhood, and you give back to it. And here's another example. We were talking about farmers markets. So this is just, it's a local story about a farmers market. It really has nothing to do with real estate. But, her enthusiasm for the topic and her willingness to share it, that's great. It positions her as sort of a community leader. Next up, Coldwell Banker brand selling points and our tools for clients. So we have so much to offer that there's really an endless stable of information to share with the public. So for instance, here's our More campaign. We have miscellaneous prospecting flyers. We really, like I said, it's an endless supply of content to share. And you can see the more exposure, more social media. These are just great posts to share, and we have a lot of those to give you content for the future. General real estate education. So renting versus owning, buying and selling basics, real estate investing. You can see this example here. Just again, serving as the expert on the topic and educating people who are looking for more information on those social networks. Market updates. So we have a market action report right here. Those are on NRT Gateway under MarketQuest. These are excellent. So they export as a PDF. If you take a screenshot of it, all of a sudden you have a JPEG, and that's ready to share across your social channels. So again, it's about giving people information that they find valuable. And here we have real estate headlines as another topic. So and we're going to talk about where you find this stuff next, but real estate headlines that we have on our national blog, we have them on our local channels, just keeping people up to speed on the industry, what's new. Sometimes it's fun stories, sometimes it's serious stories, just kind of regularly updating the community on what is going on in the real estate industry. And then our last topic is home tips, such as do-it-yourself projects, recipes, gardens, decoration ideas, that type of thing. So these are great to share on a regular basis as well. And just one last tip on this. To make it easier on yourself, try to stick to a structured overall topic or theme each day. So for instance, like Tech Tuesdays or Comic Sundays or Home Tip Saturdays. This will make posting easier. And for advanced users out there, you may wish to employ a content calendar to structure and schedule your posts. Thank you again for watching. For additional assistance, please download the PDF that is located along with this video.